I've had my annual pass to Walt Disney World for about 2 years now, and I'm still experiencing new things all the time because Disney is constantly changing it up. Just a warning, there will be spoilers for new attractions at Walt Disney World in this video, so if you don't want to see that, then you might want to click away now. For example, the new Starlight parade they just came out with, I did not think I was going to be able to see because there was so much hype around it and people were waiting like 5 hours just to hold a spot. I do not do well with crowds, so I was just going to wait it out. But we got really lucky with an empty spot near the Shootin' Arcade. And although we did have to wait on a 30-minute delay, the parade was amazing and we were able to see the entire thing with a great view. The Moana float for some reason made me emotional. It was one of my favorites even though I'm not like that into Moana. It just looked so grand with her riding the wave all the way up at the top like that. The Peter Pan float was really cute, but I almost wonder if they were originally supposed to be hanging from that arch above them with the stars, because they were pretending to fly above the city, but it just felt kind of weird because they were just walking around on the float. And we've seen floats with people suspended and swinging like the Rapunzel one before, so I kind of wish it was something like that, but it was still really cool. The finale float was cute with all the different methods of transportation. You got the train in the front and then the mine cart and the boat, but my favorite float personally was the one at the beginning. It reminded me of this float from an old Hollywood Studios parade. I just absolutely love how her dress is gigantic and the way the sparkles are swirling throughout it is so mesmerizing. And although I never experienced the old nighttime parades myself, I have seen videos and the stuff in between the floats was just not up to par with what it used to be, unfortunately. I couldn't even tell that this was a group of butterflies at first. I thought, oh, pretty glowing leaves, like a pretty tree branch that they're holding. They used to have fish swimming around and guys on balls. We want balls. Speaking of balls, we dropped one. We dropped the ball when we were going to see the Little Mermaid show that just opened up at Hollywood Studios. I did see the old show. I don't remember it at all though. So my expectations were wiped clean for this new one, thanks to my memory. We got in line for the second to last show of the day, and we did not make it in because the theater filled up, so we waited until the last show, and I thought the show was great. The story was just like the movie. They were able to fit a good amount from the movie in there. The way they incorporated the projections in front of all of the actors was really cool, and like I said in my last video, it changed my entire perspective on what a show could be. And who doesn't love all them bubbles they be blowing at you? But I will have to get to the downsides now. The CGI, very Barbie-esque, and it also made me wonder why they had CGI Sebastian on the screen in the beginning when they had a puppet come out later on. Although I did think it was really cool when Ursula moved forward and then she just was a part of the screen in the front now. It was crazy. That was a really good incorporation of the projections in front of them. But the show did break down right before Ursula came out, so I think she was having some technical difficulties. Ariel's tail looked a little weird. It didn't have a bunch of tiny scales. It just had a few of these arches overlapping each other. And there were 2 loops on either side that I don't know if they were using it for some sort of puppetry, but I didn't notice them ever using the loops for anything while I was watching. They were just kind of hanging there. But overall, I had a really great time. I thought it was a really good show, and I would definitely see it again once the crowds die out because I don't really want to wait on 2 shows to pass before I'm able to see it. Another recent change is they added a new verse to the finale of Small World, and they did it so well that I wasn't even sure I was listening to a new verse or not. The only thing that gave it away was the Dapper Dan-esque voices in the background. I was like, oh yeah, I remember that because I saw an Instagram reel of them recording it before I went. And even then, I still wasn't positive if I was hearing a new verse, so they did a really good job making it blend in with the rest of the song. And then I had an Epcot day with Jaden, and we rode Spaceship Earth, because you gotta. And then we went to the aquarium, because you gotta. They had a new sign out front on the technically exit, because you're supposed to ride the ride and then exit into the aquarium and then come out that way. But Jaden and I always enter that way, because not trying to deal with the little Nemo ride all the time. So sorry, Mr. Nemo. It's just how many times can one fish get lost? He knows what he's doing at this point. He's laughing about it and everything. But anyway, the sign is not the only new thing that I want to tell you about. Something really impressive. Yes, I am impressed that Disney did not just abandon this lockout chamber completely, okay? They stopped using it in 2020, 2025 now. They finally opened it back up. They finally have a show going on with it again. I was able to witness the diver in there. We saw the tube fill up. We saw it drain. It drains so fast, by the way. I learned some new stuff, like some of the hand signals scuba divers use while they're underwater. I learned the one for a shark, the one for a turtle, the one for okay, I think I already knew, but they also use thumbs up or thumbs down for if they're ascending or descending, which is really cool. We also checked on Puff in the tank with Dory, and Dory's not looking good. Her fins are still torn up quite a bit, and I didn't see Puff bothering her while we were there, but I can only imagine he's the one doing the damage, right? I mean, he's a pufferfish the same size as her, who has a sharp beak on his face. He's gotta be doing it, right? Someone tell Puff to knock it off. I'm just gonna let it go, like Elsa, like the tram joke. Yes, I stole it. And then after the aquarium, we rode Guardians, cause you gotta. And we were walking around. We saw a rainbow over the Wonders of Life pavilion and over Mission Space. It was so pretty. And here come 2 more new experiences for us. Actually, one of them's only new for me. But we did the Play app in China, which has a DuckTales themed interactive game that you can do, similar to the Pirates Adventures in Magic Kingdom, where it activates like little animatronics and moving parts around the land that you didn't know about before. It was so fun. I love stuff like this. I wish Disney had stuff like this in Animal Kingdom and Hollywood Studios as well. They might, and I don't know about it. That would be mind-blowing if they do. But guys, you just have to listen to my response to the last thing we activated, which was this monkey coming out of the water. We are always looking in this water for goldfish and tadpoles, and we have never seen this monkey in here before or even knew that it did this. This was so fun. The other new thing we did in China was the Circle Vision show. I had never seen that before. Jaden had once before, but he forgot about it. He didn't remember what it was like, and it was so cool. There was not enough people turning around and looking at the entire screen for me personally. Me and Jaden, we were just spinning in circles the whole time trying to see all the screens. Next time we gotta do the show in Canada because I've never seen that before, and also next time I want to do the Play app in Japan because it activates an animatronic in Mitsukoshi. I've witnessed someone doing it before and I was just shocked. I had no idea once again, so I'm excited to see what else they have in there. But yeah, that's all of our new experiences for now. That was a whole lot of stuff in a short amount of time. I hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you so much for listening to me yap about Disney, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace and love!